Welcome back to Inglés 4.0, the radio show. Let's go! Intermediate. Hello and welcome to the program. Welcome back to the intermediate portion of class number 177. And here I am with special guest Alvaro.
Hello, Kyle. How are you doing?
Fantastic. How are you?
Good, good.
Good to have you back, Alvaro.
It's good to be back again.
Yes.
Open zero.
Yeah, that's right. And, we're winding down. Do you know what that means?
So we're close to the end, maybe?
We're approaching the end. We're approaching the finish line. Because, with those grandfather clocks, the grandfather clock?
Tick-tack, tick-tack.
How do you say that in Spanish?
I think I don't know.
The big ones you see typically there are some older people in my house that have them in their houses, big clocks.
Oh, okay.
The big
reloj de péndulo.
Yeah, big pen. Yeah, it has a pendulum. We call it a grandfather clock. And I used to have one in my house when I was growing up in Canada, and you had to wind it up, to wind, turning the key to give it to...
¿Dar cuerda?
That sounds good to me. Dar cuerda, could you say?
Dar cuerda.
To wind it up. And then the opposite, of course, would be to wind down. Losing energy, approaching the finish line, ending, winding down. And, well, we're not losing energy here, but we are approaching the finish line with only 19 more classes to go here in the Vaughan Inglés 4.0.
It's been a long walk now.
It's been a long... Well, yeah, it's not over yet, though, so don't lose focus. Friends at home, make sure you stay focused and keep studying hard, right, Alvaro?
Yep, keep studying always.
Okay, now we're going to practice with the past perfect. We saw this yesterday. I said, before I came to Spain, I had never met a Spaniard. Now, had you met a Canadian before you met me?
No, I've never met a Canadian before.
I had never
met a Canadian before you arrived. No?
Yeah, before I met you, Kyle, for example.
Before I met you, Kyle?
Okay. Had you ever been on the radio before you started working for Vaughan Systems?
No. I've never been.
I had never
been on the radio before working here in Vaughan Systems.
Yeah. Before I hosted this radio show, I had taught English for 5 years. Yeah. Before I started hosting this show, I had already hosted one in Canada. Did I tell you about that?
No.
I hosted a radio show in Canada.
So you're a pro.
Well, I don't know. I enjoy it. I hosted a show. It was a music show.
What was it about?
I played music, local groups from Eastern Canada, and I tried to promote them through my radio show.
What was the name of the show?
It appeared under different names. I was primarily known as a fill-in. I was sort of, I wasn't a full-time, I was just volunteering at this station. And when someone would get sick or if someone would go away, sometimes for a month, I would take their time slot. So I never had my own time slot, right? My position in the schedule. But I filled in. So I filled in, I substituted. And I had for a few weeks a time slot every Tuesday night from 10:30 to 12. So I called my show, my surname. What's my surname? Do you know my
surname? Apellido, no?
Yeah. Surname or last name.
You mean to say it?
Yeah.
It's Miller.
Miller, that's right. So notice how we say surname or last name for apellido, but we only have one in English culture. So my last name is Miller, and the show went until midnight, so it was casually called Miller Till Midnight. Isn't that a great name for a show, though?
Miller Till Midnight.
Yeah, it was sort of an idea. And I said,
"That's the radio, the boys.
Here you are, ladies and gentlemen. It's Miller till midnight." But here, on Vaughan Radio, my show doesn't go until midnight, and we don't play music either. It's a very different thing. But that was my introduction to radio. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, by the time I came here, I had already had a little bit of experience with radio. All right. Now, the other structure we were getting into yesterday was late yesterday evening. Ayer a última hora de la tarde. Late yesterday evening. And we were practicing with some verbs that we've seen recently, including the verb to meet, conocer. When did you meet me?
I think the first time we met was in I think here.
When?
When and back in August.
Yeah, probably. I met you in August.
In August.
I met Alvaro in August. We met each other.
You returned from holidays.
You're right.
Yeah.
So it would have been start of September then, probably. Yeah. So notice how we say conocer por la primera vez. We say to meet. I met you. I know you. I know you. I have known you since the day I met you.
That's right.
Right? I met you, 9 months ago, and I have known you since then. So I have known you with the present perfect. I have known you since the day I met you. To meet in the simple past because it was a moment. Conocer por la primera vez. To steal, robar. Have you ever stole any money from me, Alvaro?
No. Man, I've never stole any money from you.
Sorry, you've never what?
I never steal.
I've never?
Steal.
Stolen.
Stolen, oh.
I've never stolen any money from you.
I've never stolen any money from you.
So when have you ever been robbed?
No. I've been very close, but no, I've never been robbed.
You've never been robbed. So notice the difference between the verb to rob and to steal. When you're robbed, something is stolen from you. Ask me if I've ever been robbed.
Have you ever been robbed?
Yes.
How many times?
I was. So notice I changed to the simple past. I was robbed once. Yes, I've been robbed. I was robbed once. I was robbed in 2006.
Was it Madrid now?
No, it wasn't. I was in Malaysia.
In Malaysia?
Yes. Ask me what was stolen.
What was stolen?
What was stolen?
What was stolen?
What was stolen? Yeah. When you were robbed, Kyle, what was stolen? My mobile phone was stolen.
Well, in that case,
yeah,
it's just okay. No?
Yeah, it could have been worse.
What are you doing in Malaysia?
I was traveling around. I was traveling in Malaysia, and
nice.
I was in the jungle.
Really?
It's a long story. It's a bit long. We only have 11 minutes left, and we've got a lot of grammar to do.
We need to move on.
But unfortunately, well, yes, I was. I'll summarize it very briefly. I had my mobile phone in a bag, and I went on a hiking trip, and I locked the bag, entre comillas, locked it in a secure place, and I came back, the phone was gone. So someone who had the key evidently entered and got into my bag and took my phone.
Well, in that case, so rob means
well, I was still robbed. I've been robbed. They stole my phone. They didn't like come up to me with a knife and say, "Give me your phone."
And how do you say that? I thought you mean that.
Well, we call that a mugging, to be mugged. But it's a type of it's a way of being robbed.
Yeah, but it's different.
You can have your pocket picked.
And I've been robbed before. I mean, the last time, a couple of months, they stole my bike.
You were robbed then.
I was robbed.
What did they steal?
My bike.
They stole your bike.
My bike.
Ay. And then we had the verb to rise, subir, levantarse. What? How many times did the sun rise yesterday?
Just one, no?
Sorry?
Just one.
The sun?
The sun rose. Just one.
Just
once.
one?
Once.
Just una vez. Once.
Yeah,
La once. The once.
The
once. Yeah, no, it rose once. It only rises once per day.
And sunset? One. No?
It sets once. It rises in the east and it sets in the west, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, did you meet him late yesterday evening? Yes.
I met him late yesterday evening.
Okay. Ask me if they stole the money late yesterday evening.
Did they stole?
Did they
stole?
Steal. Infinitive. Oh.
Dusty. Did they steal your money late yesterday evening?
Yes. They stole my money late yesterday evening. Grammatical example only, okay? Not true, but grammatical. So, late yesterday evening. All right, Alvaro, let's move on now to our word of the day. Word of the day. All right, it is time for our word of the day. Ooh, and it's a verb. What happens when you get really nervous, or if you're in a really hot place, you start to?
Shake.
When the moisture...
Sweat.
Sweat. Sudar, you say, right?
Sudar.
To sweat. Ask me if I'm sweating.
Are you sweating right
No,
now?
I'm not sweating. I'm not. Are you sweating?
No.
I'm not
It's
sweating.
cool in here.
I like to make... It is cool. We have air conditioning. But when I go out on the street these days, I sweat. Every day.
The streets are melting.
Yeah, every day I sweat. Yesterday I sweat. I sweated. Lately I've sweated.
Sweat.
I have been sweating a lot lately. Right? To sweat.
Sudar. I think I'm sweating right now with this class.
Yeah. Am I making you sweat?
You're making me sweat, but not literally.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I hope not. Yeah. Okay. So our word of the day, the verb to sweat. To sweat. Yes. So now moving on into class 177, to be able to and have been able to. So in the present perfect here, no he podido hacer mucho deporte últimamente. How would you say that? No he podido.
I've not been.
Yeah, with the contract. I haven't. I haven't been able. I haven't been able to
practice some sports. I mean,
to do much sport lately.
To do much sport lately.
Or sports.
Sports.
You know, in American English we say sports, and in Britain they say sport. But we do sport. We don't practice. Right? We do it.
Do sports.
We do exercise. We do sports. Or you play sports, but we don't practice sports. Right?
Okay, and if you want to be better?
Well, you can practice then. You can practice. It's like a rehearsal. You're practicing to improve. But when you say practicar deporte, it's not. It's like we say to play sports.
Play sports.
Right? Yeah. So have you been able to study a lot lately?
No, I've never.
I haven't.
I haven't been able to study lately.
A lot.
A lot lately.
Lately, okay. Have you been able to get a lot of work done lately?
Yes, I've been able to
get a lot of work done.
Yeah, I've been able to get a lot of work done lately.
Oh, good. Have you been able to sleep well this week?
No, I haven't been able to sleep well this week.
No? Why not?
Not because of the work.
Ooh,
a lot of work.
Ask me if I've been able to sleep well this week.
Have you been able to sleep lately?
Well
this week.
Sorry?
This week? Have you been able to sleep well this week?
Yeah, I've been able to sleep well. But sleeping well, but not as much as I would like, you know? I sleep very soundly, we can say. I fall asleep and I sleep.
The key is resting, eh?
Yeah.
More than the hours is the good quality hours, eh?
Getting time.
Time to recover.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Yes. Ask me if I've been able to go to the gym this week.
Have you been able to go to the gym this week?
Yeah, I've been able to. Yeah. A few times.
I haven't been able to go to the gym.
You have to make time.
The last 2 weeks.
All right. Let's move on and take a look at our vocabulary of the day.
Okay.
Vocabulary of the day. All right, it's time for our vocabulary of the day. Our first word, trabajo doméstico.
Like chores or house chores?
Chores or housework.
Housework.
Do you do a lot of housework?
I do all that is necessary.
Okay, yeah.
I will do more, but there's no time.
All right, the same for me. Lesión.
Injure?
Sorry?
Injure?
Injury. Lesionar, the verb to injure, but injury.
Injury.
Do you have an injury right now?
No.
No.
No, thank God.
Okay, me neither. Vestíbulo de hotel.
Hall?
Sorry?
Hall.
Hall, or also, hall or lobby.
Hall.
Lobby. I'll meet you in the lobby.
It's more posh now, the lobby.
Yeah.
And the hall.
The lobby. Mm-hmm. I like hotel lobbies. Do you like hotel lobbies?
Yeah, well, I prefer the suites.
Of course.
That's a better area.
But I like there's something about hotel lobbies that I like. I don't know what it is.
But I mean the reception and
No, not the reception, but like if a really nice hotel where they have maybe a bar in the lobby.
Well, that's a bar.
Well, yeah, that's a bar, but...
I like bars too.
All right, anyway, love. All right, okay, moving on. Gamma.
Oh, range?
Range. Amplia gama.
A wide range.
Wide range. Valoración.
Valoración.
We can say rating.
Rating.
Okay, let's practice with a little bit of spelling here. I'm going to say the name of a company, and I'd like you to ask me to spell it. Can you spell that for me, please? Okay. Are you ready? And then you can write it down. Are you ready?
Okay, yep.
I'm calling on behalf of Von Systems.
Okay, can you spell that to me?
Can you spell that for me, please? Repeat.
Okay, can you spell that for me, please?
Sure. Can you or could you? You can say either way.
Could you?
Yes, that's VAUGHAN. Did you get that?
Yep.
What is it?
VAUGHAN.
Okay, very good. Now, I'm calling on behalf of Zwicker Incorporated.
Zwicker, please, can you spell that for me?
Excuse me, could you...
Excuse me, could you spell that for me, please?
Okay, yes. That's ZWICKER. Did you get that?
Zwicker.
Did you get that?
Yeah, I get that.
What is it? Yes, I got it.
I got it. It's ZWICKER.
Correct.
Zwicker.
One more company. Are you ready?
Yep.
I'm calling on behalf of Langell Services.
Langell. Sorry, can you spell? Could you spell that for me, please?
Yes, that's LANGILLE. Did you get that?
Langell.
Correct.
It's LANGILLE. Langell.
Langell. Yeah.
Some fake companies now.
Well, these are fake. These are fake companies, but real names.
Ooh.
Langell is the surname of a friend of mine in Canada, and so is Zwicker.
Zwicker. So hi to you both.
Mm-hmm. You want to know do you know the most common surname in my hometown? And I'm not lying to you. Have I ever told you this?
No. I don't
The
know.
most common surname in my hometown, and you probably won't even know that it's a surname because it exists in my hometown and outside of my area. I've never even heard it. Do you know what it is?
No.
The most common surname in my hometown is why not?
Come on.
Like, ¿por qué no?
Really?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
So
Yep.
you could be like Kyle. Why not?
Yeah, I know a lot of people like Dave Why Not, Steve Why Not, John Why Not.
That's awesome.
WHYNOT is a very common name.
Have you called Kyle? Why not? Yeah, why not?
Why not? All right. Manu Why Not? Exactly. Manu Why Not? Why not?
Why not, Manu?
Alvaro Why Not? Exactly. Why not? ¿Por qué no? Why not? But it's the most common surname in my hometown.
Why not?
Yeah.
And please,
Could
you spell that for me, please?
Yes, that's WHYNOT.
Yeah. And it's all together or separated?
Yeah, it's all together. It's
All
not like
together.
¿por qué no? But in one word, it's true. It comes from German.
Mm-hmm.
It is German from German settlers who came over.
It's Kyle. Why not?
Yeah, there are a lot of why nots in my hometown. Well, anyway, we're completely out of time, so I want to thank you for listening. We're going to be back in a few minutes with the advanced portion of today's show. I will, at least. I think I'm going to let Alvaro go. He's got lots of work to do, right, Alvaro?
Yeah, sorry, but I gotta go.
Thank you for listening, and keep listening to the advanced portion, and we'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place for more. We'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye-bye.